Right, Faceless Black, welcome. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Any time of the day.
So after TA6, you formed Team Faceless.
Yes.
Tell me how it happened.
Okay, so at TA6, Ice approached me, and because I think Lanham was gonna retire for 2-3 months because of his kid. I think it was. I'm not entirely sure why, but it was something like that. And then he was interested in making a team with me and Nuts and XY. And then basically he just approached me and asked me, am I interested? And then that's pretty much how it happened.
How did Jabs get there then?
We weren't sure who to take at 5th, so he just posted on Twitter, anyone with like 7.5k or above, like leave me a private message, we're looking for a mid. And then we chose him.
That's how he actually replied?
Yeah. He was like, oh, I'm 8k, and then, well, it was really funny. I didn't know it worked like that, but.
Me neither, actually. I thought everything happened behind closed doors.
Yeah, it was fun though.
It worked out. It worked out for the better because you went to have a great period in Southeast Asia. You had amazing tournaments, amazing performance. But then you made it to the international scene. Things didn't go as well.
Yeah, honestly, we can only blame ourselves for that because, I mean, it's evident when we play online, right? We barely lost any games. Like our win rate in C is like 80% or more. Because for all these online qualifiers, we prepared a lot. And then as soon as we qualified, then we were like, oh, we worked really hard just now, huh? Let's take a break. And then worst case, what happened before DAC, you take a break like for a week, which you shouldn't do in the first place, or we did. And then on top of that, there was a new patch. So basically we took a break during the patch time, and then we got to DAC, didn't know what to do at all. Because a new patch, new hero, everything's new. You're like, I guess we'll try to figure it out on the spot. I mean, it worked out somewhat. We got to top 8. But yeah, we definitely weren't prepared well. And I think that's the same story for pretty much all the other tournaments, for Boston too, BTS. I'm surprised we did very well at Dota Pit. But.
So also after Boston, there was a roster shuffle period. Your team stuck together. Was that a conscious decision from you?
From the beginning, we already said and planned that we would stick together until TI, because whenever you make a roster shuffle, it also creates like a very big risk for your team. Because right now we know what we have and what we're lacking, and then if you get like a new player that maybe fills in that spot and what you're lacking, you might suddenly lack something else. So it's always a very big risk to do that, and we decided not to do it and just stick together for the entirety of the year.
So we can expect to see this Faceless also at TI?
Yeah.
Great, that is really good to hear. Now recently you've added Winter as your coach. How is he?
From the start, we all thought of him as like pretty much the only coach that we wanted, because he understands Dota very well. He plays a lot of Dota, and he when you hear him cast and being on the panel, you can tell he has a lot of insight in Dota, and it's very, very valuable, especially for a team that struggles during the drafting stage. So then we asked him, we approached him. He was not very interested at first, but then we're a very interesting team, like personality-wise and stuff. So I guess something convinced him in the end, and then he joined us, and he did help us a lot improve on our mistakes, but we still have a lot of work to do.
Where do you feel he had the most impact?
I think the biggest impact that he for us had is he helped us a lot with our early game ideas, because we would always have a discussion in the team, but we have like pretty stubborn people in there. So it's like if I tell them something, right, it will not get through as well as when Winter tells them, because if an outside person will tells you, you will be much more understanding and stuff. And I think that's the biggest thing he added to the team. Like all the misunderstandings we had, he pretty much cleared them up.
Fair enough. You qualified to be here. What was that like? Was that a relief? Was that happy? Was that expected?
I mean, it was probably expected for most people, but during the time we actually had like a lot of struggles. And I think we also just barely won against like Mineski and TNC. We actually had a lot of problems, but we pulled through, which of course was like a very happy. I don't think we expected to win, but we did. Then we like just tried to start working again on what was like important. But yeah, as I said, then we took a week break before the AC, and then yeah.
So Ice, I believe, made his own team house.
Right. Yeah.
How does that work out?
Basically, he sponsors the like flight tickets, food, and the housing.
Yeah.
Basically, he's just like our own sponsor. Like he pays for everything pretty much. In the past, a lot of our players had a lot of problems with organizations because they would try to like make use of the players in wrong ways. Especially himself, he had like quite a lot of problems with that. So we decided, we had like quite a lot of sponsor offers, but we decided to turn them all down because that was the idea from the start, that we would do it for the entirety of the year and then we just stick to it.
Are you bootcamp there as well?
Yeah, I mean, I've been there since the team started. Like I didn't really go back to Germany or anything.
So how was bootcamp for you? Did you get any free time or was it practice, practice, practice?
We actually get like quite a lot of free time. As I said, we weren't as hardworking as we should have been. I think we realized it at DSC and started working really, really hard since then. And I hope we can continue that until TI.
So looking back at the group stage, what do you think at this group stage for this Kiev major?
Coming to this tournament, we actually prepared really well. We were really confident, right? And then we played practice and went really well too. And then the first day of the tournament suddenly didn't go that well anymore. I don't know why, but like me in particular, I had like a very bad tournament so far. And I'm still trying to figure out what actually happened because I used to be like the stable leg of the team, but I've had like a lot of bad games. That's why our performance isn't like very good here, because you know we have like two very explosive players, and then usually would have me to just make sure everything like kind of sticks together, like
the glue.
Yeah, exactly. And if the glue is not there, then you can't really do that. So I think like the biggest issue right now is like my individual performance, but I'm sure I'll figure it out in time for the main event.
Yeah, you got a couple of days to prepare. You think that will fix it all?
Yeah, we played the first game on the second day, I think. So we got like another 36 hours or something to prepare. So it should all be very good.
Well, I wish you the best of luck and hope to see a lot more faceless in the main event.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.